Hello everyone, today I want to talk about one of the most frustrating and difficult topics in X4 Foundations, with lots of forum posts where people reach out for help. Of course we're talking about pirates. Sadly there's no 100% solution, but there are different approaches to make our life easier. Thus I want to talk about how to effectively set up patrols, which fighters with which engine seems to work, and the reaction options to pirate harassment. First I want to talk about patrols and different ways to set them up. After that I talk about how we can apply these against random pirate attacks. I think everyone is confident with the simple patrol command, and that ships are always in one spot somewhere, which makes it very unlikely that our fleet are in place when needed. And if they spot the enemy, they often react too slow and can't catch their target. So the first thing we have to do is to increase our chances to have ships close by where they are needed. And for this we have to spread out our ships. This we can do by create several patrol fleets or do it in a more elegant way by using the Mimic Commander order. So we only have one fleet. This will spread out our ships and create a nice moving mesh in which we can catch pirates. If we want to have several ships patrolling together, we can simply assign to our already patrolling ships subordinates with the attack or intercept order. Another good way to set up patrols is to use repeat orders. This makes it possible to patrol a certain predetermined way. Here simply give the group leader the attack enemies in range command and quiz them up. The main problem here is that as soon as the commander reaches one position, he is already looking in the next area and will miss enemies that are approaching the area from he is departing. The workaround here is to overlap the attack enemies in range area or give some of his subordinates the intercept order. But ships on intercept will often mess up in the setup and don't attack the target of the commander when the commander goes first for a new target. The best way to deal with pirates I came up with was to combine both ways of patrolling. I used the repeat order over my trade route because this is the point of attraction for most pirates. So when the pirate revealed himself and started to bully my freighter, the freighter starts to flee and is dropping a laser tower maybe, which does nothing in most cases from my experience, and hopefully comes along a patrol and lures the pirate into it. Because pirates love to flee as soon as they are spotted by military ships, they start running into my mesh of patrols and hopefully be caught. Sadly, this gives not a 100% chance to catch pirates and depends strongly on how many ships you use and where they are in the moment of the incident. Also the freighter has to survive long enough until your patrol ships arrive. Here the best way is to go for speed in my experience. The recommended freighters here are the Boa and Hermes Vanguard. Both have excellent speed and can outrun pirates most of the time. Of course there's also the Astrid, but depending on the storyline and the DLC, the Hermes Vanguard might be the most accessible. The Astrid has the highest freighter speed but is extremely expensive at the same time. The second place goes to the Boa, but the Hermes Vanguard is way cheaper, and you can often buy two for the price of one Boa. Means you also get close as twice cargo capacity for the same money. But if you buy the Hermes Vanguard, remember to send him over to the split equipment dock to refit the engine. As engine, I recommend the split combat engine MK2 because it gives a good balance between price and performance. You can also buy a higher tier, but then you also can consider buying an additional freighter instead. As soon you have so many freighters that you don't even realize if one is missing, it might be the most relaxed way to just set a response to pirate harassment to comply. Other options are attack, well never read that this worked. Escape and deploy laser tower, many say this is working for them. For me it feels like the simple escape because the laser tower hits too rarely in my games. Wait is a great way in case you want to micromanage, because here you can send your freighter back into travel mode before the pirate even turns hostile. The last point I want to mention is to use long-range weapons like the Mars Driver on some patrol ships, so you have an easier time to shoot pirates out of travel mode. but don't overuse them because the AI has a hard time in close range combat using them effectively. Also, your patrol ship should be equipped with the fastest engines you can afford. This was it from my side, hope you can make use of it, and see you next time.